WikiLin85 here, and I'm going to be talking about the United States Constitution, the birth of an idea. In a hot summer of 1787, in a room with sealed windows and whispered debates, a group of men gathered to do something never done before: to build a government out of words. And that document would become a heartbeat of a nation, the United States Constitution. It was May 25th, 1787, in Philadelphia. 55 delegates arrived, some young, some old, and all aware that the Article of Confederation had failed. The country was falling apart, and the states were fighting like siblings over money, borders, and power. So they met in secret. No cameras, no recordings, and no leaking to the press. Just debates, sweat, and compromise. And leading them was a quiet, commanding presence, George Washington, the hero of the Revolution, chosen to preside over the convention. The debates raged on for months. James Madison, only 36 years old, became the father of the Constitution. He arrived with a plan, the Virginia Plan, which called for a strong central government and a system of checks and balances. Alexander Hamilton wanted an even stronger government, modeled partly on Britain's structure. And Benjamin Franklin, at 81, often reminded everyone to compromise with wisdom and humility. Fun fact: Franklin once suggested that each day's meeting begin with a prayer, but the delegates never voted on it. The biggest battles were over representation and power. Large states wanted votes based on population, and small states demanded equality. The result? The Great Compromise, a two-house Congress, one being the House of Representatives based on population, and the other the Senate, where every state gets 2 seats. There was a hot debate on whether enslaved people should be counted in population totals. The tragic answer came in the 3/5 compromise, counting each enslaved person as 3/5 of a person, a moral stain that would haunt the nation for decades to come. By September 17th, 1787, the Constitution was finished. James Wilson read the preamble aloud. "We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union." Those 7 words changed history. For the first time, a government claimed its power, not from a king or a Congress, but from the people themselves. But not everyone loved it. The Constitution still had to be ratified by the states, and some feared it gave too much power to the federal government. And that's when Hamilton, Madison, and John Jay wrote the Federalist Papers, 85 essays defending the new Constitution. By 1789, the Constitution was ratified, and a year later, the first 10 amendments, the Bill of Rights, were added, guaranteed freedoms like speech, religion, the press, and the right to bear arms. Over 230 years later, those words still shape our nation. It has been amended, challenged, and interpreted thousands of times. It has sparked revolutions, empowered voices, and even inspired other nations to write their own constitution. And yet, it began with ordinary men in an ordinary room writing extraordinary words. We, the people, the 3 words that built a country, and still remind us that democracy is not a gift we receive. It is a promise we keep. The Constitution is the oldest written national constitution still in use today. It contains 7 articles and 27 amendments, and the Constitution was signed by 39 of 55 delegates. It was written on parchment paper made of animal skin. As always, check back for more and like and subscribe. Thank you.